Intersquad Racing is virtually competing against other Team USA athletes. This could be Eastern Regionals, Western Regionals, National Championships, Team Trials if you make it that far. Different video altogether. So at this point in time, the rules are still kind of relaxed for athletes as far as like the helmet you're wearing. If you're still wearing the Federation helmet, you're good. If you still have track spike, it's okay. You start looking at different options for yourself if you're still committed to the sport. The sled might be a bit of a difficult situation, but that's something you have to work with your coach. Naturally, with the location being stated in there, Eastern Regionals is held in Lake Placid, New York. Western Regionals is held in Park City. It's okay. Everyone knows you're a rookie still. Don't get caught up in this whole, we're competing against each other, I have to prove myself, yada yada yada. Obviously, you and the coaches have set up your own expectations, what they're looking for you to accomplish, what you're trying to accomplish for yourself. Don't worry about the other athletes. We all know you're rookies. It's okay. Study, study, study. Studying will never not be present in the sport. Everyone studies at all times. That's the only way to progress. If you are going to Eastern Regionals, you have experience at Lake Placid, keep doing what you're doing. But if you're going to Western Regionals, you're going to Park City, Utah, a new track, which means you need to approach it the same way you did Lake Placid. There's a chance they'll start you lower to kind of give you a feel for how it is, but it's important before you get there to study the track. Watch POVs from YouTube. Watch some World Cup racing on YouTube. Look at the track. Google the image of the track and study it. Once you get there, we'll know if you did or not. It's very apparent. We all know it's brand new to you. We understand you might be nervous. But if you do your homework, it'll make things a lot smoother for you. Now, the track walk's gonna be the same procedure as before at Lake Placid. You're gonna go with your coach, you're gonna do a track walk, you're gonna take some notes. The biggest thing is to make sure you feel comfortable, have some type of plan before you get there. Because if you just wing it, you're gonna get hurt. And I can attest to that because I've done that. Don't be overwhelmed by the nature of the race. But every rep you take, just like I said before, in my Take It From the Top video, is a learning note for you. The biggest thing for you is to treat this like practice pretty much. You are still training and learning. There might be something on the line for other athletes, whether they're trying to qualify for something or hit a standard or whatever. That's not necessarily important to you. The coaches and you already know what expectations are, or that you know what you need to be doing, or the coaches know have already told you what you need to focus on. So don't be worried about what everyone else is stressing about, because it doesn't really involve you at all. Coaches will probably throw some numbers at you, talking about combine test numbers, start time, down time, your run volume. These numbers are important, and as you get more involved in the sport, these numbers will start to make more sense. They'll be more tangible for you, and they'll actually benefit you. The biggest thing I can say is hit the numbers that you need to hit in order to qualify for certain funding privileges. Qualify for that stuff, but don't stress about, like setting some track records and stuff like that. That's not what you're trying to do. That's not what you're trying to accomplish. What you want to do is do what you were brought in here to do. If you came in to Rookie Push Championship, you had a blazing time, that's your thing. If you came in, you had a pretty adept ability to pick up stuff, great. This is a building block for you, and you want to take this opportunity to look at other athletes and see how they prep or how they train, and try to apply that in doses, because you don't want to just mimic somebody, to how that can affect you. Understanding nuances about race protocol. You want to stick to your routine about what makes you a successful athlete, but you also want to be open enough to learn about how to be a better skeleton athlete, because you're not really in that position yet to have a set routine that works for you and it's efficient for being a skeleton athlete. You know your body better than anybody. So I know we talked a lot about the back end of stuff, but pretty much Intersquad for you at this point in your career is just to get more practice. It's not a formality. It's a formality that you are participating in, but it doesn't really affect you necessarily. This might, put you in a position where the coaches are more talking to you about certain things or giving you more things to work on, but there's nothing really at stake for you as far as like what the other veteran athletes are concerned about. Definitely take it seriously and try to improve on things you're working on, but don't stress over it. Again, this is supposed to be fun. This is supposed to be an enjoyable experience for you and a great chance to compete with other Team USA athletes and see what it's like to be a slider. Thank you guys for tuning into this episode of Skeleton 101. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this one, please subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, you can definitely leave a message in the comments below or reach out to me on social media. and send me a DM. This is definitely an open line of communication. I want you to be successful, or if you just have any questions about skeleton, slider or not, let me know. I will be happy to answer them to the best of my abilities, and if I don't know the answer, I will find the answer for you. All this advice and this experience that I'm sharing, I share out of love because I want you to do well and I want you to have a great experience here. Again, much love, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more episodes.